To throw again. Chamberlain. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. There's plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shifts past him at the 45. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cox. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Jackson will throw again. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game win.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Flanagan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 7. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson now. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now second and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
DC, ready? You. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and 7. Here's Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On first down, Flanagan, and he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hope. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run here on third and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it different.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Flanagan. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are pouring it on. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the end zone, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Watson off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Quick throw completed by Watson.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Real quick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Flanagan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll run on first down. Flanagan gets around him, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
On first down, Flanagan. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now, Flanagan, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third down and 1.
Up the middle they go. Flanagan. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Flanagan. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now,
there he goes left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
they have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.